I've been told. Look at this. We're in. Do we have a stream? We don't. We're going to check out the draft. Holy crap. We're going to check out the draft, everybody. So let's do that, I guess. Here we are. This is going to be the most biased draft you've ever heard, because I don't know anything about the analytical part of this game. But welcome back, everyone, to the Convictus Dota Pro Series, brought to you by AMD. This is a LAN happening in Australia right now. We've got a bunch of Australian casters there casting it, but you're stuck with me. This is Rob from BTS here in California, getting this feed online so you guys have some Dota to watch right now. We're getting closer and closer to Christmas. It's coming up on the holiday season. All we want to do is hang back, relax on this Saturday night, and watch some Dota too. And so here we are. NewBee opening with the Grimstroke Elder Titan. Big fan here of Elder Titan. I love what he brings to the table in terms of utility and the damage output in the late game. But OG with the early Oracle and Beastmaster pick. We get that fan that called out that Oracle pick for Game 3. The guy wearing the Jarrett shirt. He gets his wish. Kunkka picked up for OG as well. It looks like that could be Anna's hero again, as it was in the previous game. Faceless Void picked up on NewBee, and with the Chrono alongside the big bursty damage from like Grimstoke's ult and Elder Titan, that's going to be a nice little combination move. I don't know how that fares for the laning phase or who's going to play what, but I'm not going to pretend to know what that means. Luna picked up on OG though. A lot of damage there. Between the Luna and the Kunkka, they're going to be able to put out a lot of damage in the late game. It is still a little unclear where the Kunkka will be placed on this draft right now. It's not entirely unreasonable to say it's not a core, but then again, probably is. It is NewBee's pick right now. Few seconds left, and we got a Timber Saw. That's fun here to watch here. I do like it here as well in terms of the draft. It's good against the Kunkka and the Brewmaster. If you time the chain right, you can get away from the stuns, the X marks the spot, the torrent, things like that. Nice and tanky against things like a lot of Luna attacks. You'll be able to do a lot of damage with the Whirling Death.
5 seconds remaining.
And just another way to put some damage output into the Chronosphere. Final ban for OG. No clue. Could be one of 90 heroes, so let's just wait and see. And just by the way, so everybody knows, I know this isn't some high-tier casting. Clockwork band here for OG. I know this isn't high-tier casting.
Radiant team pick.
I'm a producer here. I don't actually cast, so you're stuck with me for now until the land gets back online on stream and we can get you some professionals. But for the time being, I've set down my Switch Pro controller and stopped grinding the adventure mode of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And here we are. Final picks coming out now. It will be NewBee's pick and then OG getting the last pick here, so they do have that last pick advantage to be able to counter whatever the 5th pick on NewBee will end up being. Only a minute 30 left on the time here. Not really sure what to expect. I would imagine a ranged core. I haven't followed the meta so closely that I can understand where they might be laning these heroes, but I would imagine to be picking up a mid last here. Clockwork was banned out from OG, so they clearly think that could still be an option. I'm wondering if maybe I have my wires crossed here and they are putting one of these heroes mid already. Could be the Grimstroke. You know, I haven't actually played against Grimstroke, nor am I a professional player, so it doesn't really matter if I did play him in the 3K bracket. But from what I've seen, very interesting hero. The ability to silence in the early game and do the damage output that he's got in his kit is pretty good, and plus he's an artist, so you gotta support them. You know, they've only got so much in this world. Dazzle. Now I have heard a lot about Dazzle. Dazzle's been one of those buzzwords that I've heard so many people talk about. He's been heavily improved since the 7.2 patch. And we could see him going mid. More than likely not. Probably a classic support role. But interesting changes to him. Excited to see Dazzle. Pugna, one of my favorite heroes. Great Topson hero. However, he isn't here playing. It looks like it will be Seb on the Pugna. Kyo on the Luna. Anna is playing that Kunkka, No Tail on the Panda, and Jerax playing the Oracle just as that fan wanted. We've got Protoss on the Grimstroke. Cat U on Elder Titan, Jija on Faceless Void, 430 on Timbersaw, and Awen on Dazzle. So we will quickly check to see if the stream is back online. We have some pros to allow this cast to be just a little bit better for you, but in the meantime, offline, we got nothing. So you're stuck with me. I pity you. I pity all of you for being stuck with me, but you are, and so we move forward into the game. Just a moment here, we'll be starting, and we can only hope we've got connectivity through the whole thing. With all the venue problems they have been having, they're doing their best to get everything back up and running. Boy, that I'm a little out of touch here. I'm staring at all these cosmetics, and Kunkka's got, what is that? Is that a violin? Oh, that's his sword. That's the hilt of his sword. Okay. I'm so out of touch. Is it a weapon? Is it an instrument? I guess a weapon's an instrument of death. I don't know. You can't see me shrug, but I'm shrugging. Anyways, guys, welcome to the cast. We got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 between OG and NewBee, Mr. Game Boy. It's going to be a hot one. Steamy for sure. As the players get into their lanes. I probably should fix my settings, as I didn't expect to be casting at all. This is all default setting stuff. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my god. I'm sorry, everyone. I will probably not use the arrow keys this game. Until we get this going, I just want to say thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of your patience. I know that there's a lot of events that run flawlessly, and this one hasn't so far, but it is an event of passion. There's some people behind it that really want to be putting this on, and it's unfortunate they've had the problems that they've had.
30 seconds to battle.
Try not to be too harsh on them. Anyways, as we get closer to the 0-minute mark, we have Seb guarding the top lane alone as his Pugna. He will get overpowered here, almost certainly. He did show early, and also the Radiant team does seem to be showing quite a bit here. Seb has already spotted out 2 or 3 heroes, so he definitely won't be going too heavily towards this rune. That does mean that we will be seeing... oh, wow. He grabs it right out from under him. I was going to say we'd be seeing 3 bounties on the Radiant side, but OG somehow takes 3 there. Seb just snagging right out from under the Elder Titan. I'm kind of curious that I think it might have been worth putting another of the Radiant heroes over there to grab that rune, but who really knows? Not me. We'll see a triple hit from the Grimstroke here. What's this skill called? Stroke of Fate. Boy, tell me about it. It is Saturday night, so I'm sure a lot of you at home are doing the same. Got a tri-lane here in the bottom with Luna, Oracle, and the Brewmaster. Brewmaster still his skill yet. See if he tends to stay down here to impact the lane or not. So far, up in the top lane, Seb's been doing okay. Just one last hit to speak of. A lot of the action is going to be down here, though. Middle lane looking pretty quiet. Kind of a wash right now. Timber's not going to die anytime soon, especially with Kunkka with no rotations. Kyo taking a lot of damage here from Cat U. That improved spirit movement speed helping out there to get a few extra hits in. I'm absolutely loving the changes to Astral Spirit as well. Stick with movement speed increase. Really cool and really good for the hero. Allows him to do some things that you wouldn't really expect. He becomes kind of a train. And Kyo is actually in a little bit of trouble here. He does place himself a little further back. Jerax, good placement in the trees here. No-Tail getting really low. One more last hit. He will go down. First blood for Catyu. And Catyu's going to turn this down again. QO goes down. This is not looking good for OG. Losing their Lina and their Brewmaster in the bottom lane right off the bat. A 3v3 not going OG's way. And NewBee Mr. Gameboy will take that early lead. Courier coming back to base does give Timber some extra regen to stay in this lane. But nothing too exciting there. Looks like a Brazier coming out for Kunkka as well. Still no Twitch stream up, guys. Hate to tell ya. But that's you're still stuck with me. I'll follow the action as best I can. No-Tail getting hit pretty hard. Is healed up a bit by JerAx, but he's going to fall back. And I wish I had just had someone to bump ideas off of here, because having not played too much in the new patch, there are a lot of changes in how these heroes want to be playing their game, want to be rotating, want to be pushing the envelope. So could be a little bit wrong about some of my assumptions here, but what I will say is that right now QO does need to lock down some farm and get into this mid-game with something item-wise to speak of. If this game keeps going how it has been, it's really not looking good for OG here in the bottom lane. And having had a pretty rough game 2, pretty one-sided in all respects, I would say that they want to keep this bottom lane at least minimal impact on their net worth if they do lose a few heroes. So No-Tail does port up to the top lane and will pull this back. It'll help Seb secure a bit more farm, put a little more pressure on Jeja and his Faceless Void. In the meantime, mid lane still kind of a wash. It looks like Kunkka is winning quite a bit. Actually, not too much. He's a bit ahead of XP, but the last hits denies are pretty close. No-Tail up here, trying to rotate around, put a little pressure on Gia, but he is going to hop right out of there real quick. So far, not a whole lot of action this game. However, we're glad to have a game nonetheless. So, Anna looking to get that bottle pretty soon, as well as another Tracer. Timber doing a lot of damage here with that Whirling Death to put the pressure on him. Without a bottle, without any regen to speak of, it does make things a lot harder. Timber will pick up this early Arcane Rune. And that could be a little scary for Anna if Timber did go for change, but he doesn't here. Looks like we'll have a big fight breaking out down here. Eowyn barely getting away. JerAx falling. Kyo is going to be running away with his life. I assume he will make it here. Ooh, he's silenced. He won't be able to take that out in time. It's going to burst on him, and Kyo goes down. Looks like he was just able to get out of range, but Catyu with the extra movement speed goes in there. JerAx actually porting into a bad situation here. Catyu is right on top of him. He tries to throw a tree down. Pretty cheeky, but not enough. Now QO ports back to the lane. Eowyn not so low. Most of the rest of the Radiant team is still healthy, and QO way too deep here now. Even under his own tower, he needs to be getting back. Catyu on him immensely, and he won't be able to get away from this. Will he? QO surviving for now. Protoss right here going to dive in, and he doesn't hit him with the stroke. QO still alive, juking successfully through. Will he see a stomp? Doesn't have the mana on Catyu. Will get just enough from JerAx coming in from the top to take him down. What a weird and long fight. During that time, we did miss a few things. It looks like Eowyn died off screen down here towards the bottom of the fight. But what a strange tier 1 tower dive. Very, very long term. 2 heroes porting in under tier 1, and just action-packed all of a sudden. So let's see more of that. Let's see more of these skirmishes. Yeah. No-Tail, only level 3 now. Very minimal impact so far, it seems. He's had a hard time with no movement speed, no ability to rotate really at all. Seb will just pop his ult here on Faceless, but trying to keep him away from level 6, just to keep that Chrono off of the list of options that Radiant has. As soon as he does grab Chrono, there's a lot more ability to take people out here with him rotating into either the bottom lane or even middle. 430 throwing out the ult. Taking a little bit of extra damage, but Anna's just fine, sitting pretty with a bottle invisibility rune filled up. Now, I do have to wonder if Jarex is going to get out of this one. He's kind of surrounded here. Cat-Yu comes in, just a single hero on the Spirit, but oh, Kyo coming in. Cat-Yu does get the stun. Jarex getting kind of low, but Cat-Yu's getting a little too far in here. Kyo with low mana, not going to be able to really turn much around here. He's just a wand charge away from being able to Lucent Beam again. Seb coming in from the top. He's trying to follow up on this and make something happen. Cat-Yu is running back towards the tier 1 and Protoss following suit. They should be able to get enough distance here to be safe. Yeah, the Nether Blast does miss just barely, but all of the additional mana spent by QO, so he is completely out now and won't be able to follow up. So fruitless from OG. Just a lot of heroes really pushing a little further than you'd expect them to right now. Not really getting a whole lot. Void is, whoa, my middle mouse button stuck. Void's starting to farm again now. With Seb having left the lane, No-Tail isn't really able to contest this much. See something trying to kind of be set up here in the mid lane, but I don't know that they're going to be able to take down this Timber Saw without a silence. They have a disarm. They have a sleep coming out from the Radiant side. Stop Seb in his tracks. The boat comes in, but it won't hit anybody. Just in the middle. Oh, Chrono is used, and Jeja is going to try his best to do some damage to Kunkka, but Kunkka with the Rum is surviving quite a long time. He's going to start rapidly declining, though. There's the Whirling Death and a bunch of follow-up there. He'll go down. So a little bit of a misplay there. I think OG wanted to take the aggressive initiative towards this Timber Saw mid lane, but he was full health. They really only had 3 heroes. They don't have a silence to stop him from chaining. There wasn't a whole lot they could do there to lock him down, and a little bit of follow-up from the Radiant to react allowed them to turn that around. So losing Anna is going to hurt them quite a bit in this early game. He's really only got 2 bracers and a bottle, and approaching this 10-minute mark here pretty quickly, we'll start to see some of these heroes get their ultimates, really make a game changer. I'm waiting to see what happens with No-Tail's primary split when he does get that. We will see. For now, I will quickly show you bets and check the top of the screen there. GG bet odds. Does look like the odds aren't working, so that's great. I'm glad I shouted that out. But always go there, check out the odds. Oh, it looks like Void will be taking a lot of damage here, but backtracking all of it. He does have Chrono on cooldown for 60, so he's going to want to be a little bit defensive up here. He does actually jump in on Seb to try and put some damage in before Cat-Yu jumps in, and wow. Just that extra little effect from the slow. Time dilation was able to keep him just close enough for that Spirit to follow up. And I gotta say, OG not looking so hot here in this early game. 10-minute runes coming up here in 10 seconds. We'll probably see at least 3 of them go to the Radiant this time. I was wrong last time though, so you never know. Cat, you're going to pick up the top one. We've got a little bit of a contest for the bottom one, but Awen is not looking so hot. He will eat a Lucent Beam and the ultimate clips from Luna there. Kyo picking up that kill nice and easy. That's what happens when you go for a solo bounty rune. He did grab the rune though, if I'm not wrong, he did. So at least he got that, but Jeja getting pretty aggressive here, going for No-Tail under the tower. He has the follow-up from Protoss. The silence is there. He's not going to give the ult. He doesn't even have the ult yet. Magic Stick was useless. Wasn't able to do anything there. That was just a complete lockdown. And it seems like NewBee is sticking with a 3-man kind of rotation concept. They don't really want to go in and not confirm a kill. They're ready to put a little more towards their ganks to make sure that they confirm them. And that's smart stuff right here. And a little bit out of place here. My middle mouse button is stuck. So bear with me here, but Anna in some serious trouble. He does have a haste rune. He's going to have to use that. If Timber was able to get just a tricky little cheeky Timber Saw, he would have been able to get that kill. Kunkka very low, but he does narrowly get away, and we'll live to see another day. But in the meantime, No-Tail still being kept away from level 6, not able to provide his ult to Hero a little bit too deep here. He does have a Scroll of Town portal, but is he going to be able to make it out in time with the huge damage from Katyu? Oh, that last hit, big chunk, and Owen getting that damage per second. Final strike on the opponent there. So, Seb's in trouble here. Doesn't avoid the... What is happening with the middle mouse? What's going on? Come on. Seb's in trouble. A little too deep. I think his mindset was, I'm going to help save QO, but wasn't able to get there in time. Then he was out of position. Didn't really have what it takes to get out. And OG at this point kind of throwing away some of their momentum. I don't think anybody really has momentum right now with all the pauses and everything, but they had a little bit of a spike there with a few kills, and now they're seeing everything drop off again. The hero levels, what is the damn hockey? Hero levels over here, looking very Radiant-sided. Void obviously being up there quite high, now getting the Mask of Madness with this Chronosphere up. It's going to be easy pickings. He's going to pop that, grab that. Oh, the Luna actually does go into the Chronosphere, but pops the Eclipse first, so it's kind of a situation where you don't really want to fight your own Chronosphere at all. Jarek's narrowly getting away from that ultimate. We do see Splitter come out. Will hit Anna. Jarek's getting a little low, but they are turning it around. The Time Walk is just in time. We have Timbersaw doing a lot of damage in the middle here, Whirling Death and the ultimate. Jarek's now trying his best to keep himself alive, but really it's at the expense of his other heroes dying. No-Tail now finally has the ult. He will pop that Primal Split. He's going in on Elder Titan. He will be able to take him down before the stun, and now the follow-up onto Timbersaw. Will they be able to take him down, though? He's being healed by this Purifying Flames. Dazzle will quickly go down here, stunned up, blown up. Now it's down to the Grimstroke and the Faceless Void. Oh, Timbersaw here still taking names and kicking ass too. He'll take out the Pugna. Seb going down. Just an absolute slug. Fort in after fort in. QO comes in trying to make heads or tails as it doesn't have his ultimate. Very little damage output. He's really only got a Morbid Mask. They do lose No-Tail and Jarek, and that does look like they're going to lose QO as well. This one's not looking good for OG. Anna comes in with the ultimate. Is he going to be able to confirm this kill? He does get the kill on Faceless Void, but we have a follow-up from Elder Titan coming in with a big stomp, and that will be just enough for 430 to chain out and get out of there. Wow.
Dire's middle tower
Just in time, he'll port out, and what a fight. It just seemed like it never ended. Is this Turbo? Because this is looking a lot like my Turbo games. But usually in those, it's me dying over and over, not a bunch of people from both teams. Anyways, 14 minutes in here. We do have high net worth on the Timbersaw here. He's got his... what? I'm sorry, guys. The camera work's been pretty rough. I've got a sticky mouse 3. That's all those mouse pads they gave away earlier. Seriously, what's going on here? What kind of mouse is this? Anyways, patience is a virtue, everyone. Appreciate all of you. Jarex will get chronoed, solo chrono as well. I'm not sure if I guess that's really the play here. They do confirm both bounty runes on the bottom. They do get the kill for Jarex. That's just going to give Faceless a little bit more towards what he's working on right now. We'll see a fight break out in the middle lane. Earth Splitter comes up. He will hit Kunkka very low, instantly taken out as soon as he's on stun. Grimstroke putting a lot of extra damage on top of that. No-Tail now running right. 5 seconds of Primal Split. He won't be able to have it in time and does go down very quickly. 3 down on the side of OG. This is really looking bad for them right now. I really can't imagine that that they're going to be able to come back so well with this. With Luna having such little farm, she will be farming these stacks, but is that going to be enough to get back into this mid-game when they've got strong heroes like Faceless Void and the Timbersaw leading the way here? Seb unable to do anything about this. It's really looking kind of one-sided here. Now, OG has been in position before where they come back from behind, and that is where some people would say they're most comfortable. as we saw in like the TI8 run. But this is not TI8. This is not the same team exactly, and that's the fun part about Dota. You never really know what's going to happen, so we'll keep eyes close to this team over here. Looks like Hunka is going for that Shadow Blade soon. It's going to be hard for him to farm up that next 1400 or so with this ever-encroaching top lane. They do take the tower up here. Protoss is scouting the area with Invis. If he does see No-Tail here, he will. No-Tail does have the Primal split up, but now they do have the information. They find him here. Protoss is kind of calling it out, but the rest of the team doesn't seem super keen on it. Ah, there we go. A little too far, No-Tail. He will be slept to silence and taken down before he even has a chance to Primal split. It's not going to be enough, guys. It's just not going to be enough. Jaja actually jumps into Roche, jumps through it, and narrowly avoids seeing Ana there. Is it Ana or Ana? Ana's... Oh, that's the Overwatch hero. Oh, silly me. It's just another esport. They will be pushing the top lane here on NewBee, and OG, it's really the ball in their court to make a play here and defend this. They're in a spot here now with the Shadow Blade on Ana. He did farm that up real quick. They're going to be able to initiate on 430, but he is feeling fine. Still at above half health, getting healed up. You do see the Primal split. The Chronosphere out on 3. Seb trying his best to keep everybody alive and keep Protoss down. We will see the boat come in. QO goes down. JRX also falls. Ana very quickly wrapped up there by 430. It's just too much magical damage here in the early game. There's not a whole lot of farm to be had on OG. They're struggling to keep this together. No-Tail running away as best he can. He does see the Yules come out from 430 and instantly blown up. This is looking real rough. Zeb doing his best to just delay them a little bit, but this is a tier 2 almost certain for the Radiant team. With Dire coming back in just 2 seconds, they will have 3 heroes up, but there's no way they're going to be able to defend that tier 2. They will just push elsewhere to get some farm for QO, but right now he's not even at a Yasha. He's still looking to get that Manta up at 18 minutes in the game. So far behind that just a Chronosphere is going to be able to handle him. Simply put, QO's going to need a lot more than this stack to get back into the game. Here's a fight that might go in OG's favor. A good initiation onto Dazzly. He's not able to get the shallow grave off, and that's going to allow him to fall early. A huge detriment to the Radiant team's survivability here. Can OG turn this around? 430 getting a little bit low, a little bit out of position here, but he's feeling fine. Put a Defiance and the Mules, he's going to be perfectly survivable. And with what QO is currently unable to put out in terms of damage, will mean that the Radiant team will run towards the Dire. And simply put, the Dire can't do much about it. OG having trouble keeping up here. All ults on cooldown, nothing to speak of in terms of utility. We will see the Earth Splitter come out. Will it hit? It hits on 3! QO getting hit, as well as Ana. That's huge. A great Earth Splitter from the Elder Titan. It looks like Seb's getting very low as well. A disarm from the ET. Will he be able to take the Seb kill? Oh, the Timber Saw comes in with the chain and gets him. Cleans him right up. They will take down the Elder Titan just barely from that tower, but more to be had from the Radiant team. Owen comes in, slows 430 with the cleanup and the Timber Chain. OG is looking real rough right now. In shambles this game, quite honestly. And it seems like that tri-lane versus tri-lane at the bottom was just not enough. Seb trying to get this kill on Dazzle. It's really all he could ask for right now. Just a single kill to get things going back towards their favor in this game, but he's unable to pick that up. Looks like No-Tail on the other side here. Will spot out the Invis popped by Owen. He does have a ward, but not able to follow up. Doesn't have much to speak of there. Ooh, Kunkka with a Shadow Blade. Will it outlast the Invis, though? It won't. So he's not going to be able to do any mind games there to figure that. Where's Seb dying here? What are those? He got chronoed and just slammed. Sorry about that. Missed that. Not a caster, not an observer. So doing my best here, boys and girls. Is the sound okay? Last time people said the sound was bad. Am I too low? Is the game too high? Give me some feedback. I'm gonna check chat here real quick. It's a lot to multitask for an inexperienced boy like myself, but we're just gonna cover on Roche here. Check. checking with everybody how we're doing. Stop zooming in and out. Okay, my mouse wheel is kind of broken, so I apologize for the jittery, jumpies, zoom in and out. It's kind of, I'm trying to click with it. It's going in and out, so I'll try and stop that. I'll leave it right here. This is called camera. Framed it, and I'm done. I'll walk away. Watch this fight unfold. Huge ultimate. Radiant is absolutely dominating. No-Tail, right when he comes out with the Primal Split, is essentially useless here. Doesn't have anything to do with the fight. Is he going to stun someone? What does that really mean? The Chronosphere hasn't even needed to be used. This fight still on cooldown from that solo kill. This game is just looking more and more one-sided. Seb trying to take the high ground here to put a little pressure on them, but they're just not really able to get any momentum against NewBee. Mr. Gameboy here playing OG. Will be a Roche on the side of NewBee, and 430 does pick it up. Guys, you didn't even tell me. I didn't use the overlays the whole time. I wasn't using the overlays. You guys are supposed to tell me that. Now I'm like fired. Holy moly. I can't even believe it. Also, it doesn't match up. I gotta fix my mini-map. Okay, there's plenty of things to fix here, guys. But in the meantime, we're gonna focus on what OG needs to fix. Currently, the net worth is very heavily in Radiant's favor. It seems like the current item builds from OG Anna looking towards a BKB on the horizon. No-Tail just trying to get a bracer. Can a boy get a bracer, really? Single bash, and that could be bad news for No-Tail. Doesn't even need it. He will get taken down. There's just so much damage on the side of the Radiant. They're not able to contest this all. Simply put, the support Panda really hasn't been impressing anyone here. It is kind of unfortunate that he was put into a role that is honestly quite hard. Tri-laning a Panda is super effective nowadays. QO in some serious trouble here. Even just solo against Cat U. I like the idea that Seb had here. Just go for the kill instead of healing up QO. It's very aggressive, but QO is actually in some trouble. Gets hit, gets taken down. So what are you doing, guys? I wouldn't do any better, but it just seems like OG's kind of throwing bodies at them at this point. Maybe a little bit detached from the game. Maybe it's all the pauses, the disconnects. I don't know. Barely getting the Primal Split off thanks to Shallow Grave, but what's it really going to do other than delay a little bit of damage here? My mouse 3 is stuck down, so we're just going to kind of very lightly follow this action here as best we can. I'm going to new mouse after this game. I didn't expect to have to be heavily using it. I was just clicking camera shots, but here we are. Just trying his best to defend here alone, but not even a swaggy line of merch can help you here, bud. Tier 3 taken in the mid lane as well as barracks. Now NewBee, Mr. Gameboy will be working on the top lane. Tier 3 going down here, and certainly more damage will be put on the barracks. Let's see if OG have one last hold in them. They're getting close to taking down 430. This could be a big kill, even though he does have the Aegis. It is still a few minutes left on it, so that Aegis will be popped. He's fine with this. Now the boat comes in. Will it be timed? It does hit on the Timbersaw, but is it enough? The Shallow Grave comes out. He will narrowly escape, and Elder Titan absolutely going ham on these guys. It looks like Cat U has this all figured out. Huge hits from him. I wouldn't expect anything but a GG to be called here very shortly. And that would mean that NewBee, Mr. Gameboy, will take game 3 and move onwards. That's big news if true. We'll wait for confirmation here. Looks like that is just 2 lanes of racks taken. Leaves a third and also a nice little tier 1 and tier 2 for the boys and girls. That's a tall order for OG, but it looks like they might just play this one out just to keep the day going a little longer. Let's take a look at see if we've got some messages here. The stream is now live. Oh, guys, we've got a stream. It is unfortunately, however, at the 13-minute mark. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, we're finishing. We're just. I'm committing. We're finishing this one up, guys. I'm gonna fix this minimap. Don't make fun of me. I don't know where the minimap is. Small, big. Oh my God. Minimap. It's. Holy. Thank you. Thanks, chat. Okay, we see OG going for a big smoke here. Sorry, I missed it with the minimap thing, but countered by a single BKB, pulling it back, chronoing onto Seb, surviving super long through that chrono. Are OG going to be able to take this? Is this their fight? Seb falls, QO falls, Anna falling as well. This can only be thought of as a GG from this point forward. There's really nothing left to be said here. Jirex wants to die. So do we all, sir. This game is looking real. Let's look at wait, did I miss something? Have they taken out shrines? Or the... Did I miss like a patch? Is this just not... Are these not a thing anymore? Am I tripping, guys? I thought they had statues. Dota 2. This is Rex, tier 3. Megas for the Radiant. NewBee really taking this one quite handedly. I really loved the Elder Titan play here. I thought that the counter initiation from his Spirit Stomp was rarely off point. Very much a game changer in my eyes to making that game very winnable. Timbersaw playing a great mid lane, and Ana just not being able to keep up with the Timbersaw. Kunkka not really doing much in the early game there. So GG is called, and that will be a game 3 for Mr. Game Boy. NewBee takes this series and will move onwards. So in the meantime, as their stream catches up, we're going to go for a kind of a large-scale instant replay, so to speak. If you had some moments in that game that you thought you enjoyed, well, you're going to enjoy them again, because we're going to put the stream on. I'm probably in trouble for broadcasting that off of a 15-minute delay, but I'll take the heat for you. For you, the people, I'll take the heat. We've got a stream. It's opening. So there it is.
Once those threes come up, and it's just so easy to push down towers with that.
Guys, it's been fun. It's been a blast. I'm glad you stuck around to listen to me babble about Dota incoherently. I don't know a damn thing, but now you also don't know any of those things either. We're jumping into this game. It's going to be a bit of a repeat of what we just saw, but you can watch it again and enjoy that. And that's really all I've got for you. So stay tuned. This will be over in about 15 minutes, as you are aware of.
He might be baiting,
and we'll see what happens after this. So thanks, everybody. Cheers.
Looks like he wanted to quickly get a split off, but
I don't know.
Was not the case, though. Roshan, he will time walk through it. They are going to try and take over the jungle of OG now. 5k net worth lead for the side of MGB. In fact, they'll go for a tier 2 top tower.
So the game is in a phase where MGB is quite stronger in the 5v5 engagements. So probably look to see... Oh, actually, they're going to go for it. OG going to go for it here.
And he's got the Shadow Blade. They want to initiate. 430. Do they take him out? Oh, it's a lot of damage coming out. He's already lost half his HP. Now the X as well. He will use himself up. That
perfect use.
Yeah, and now the Chrono. Oh, he's found 3 of them. Gia. The No-Tail in the back line trying to help out. But it looks like OG is going to get completely wiped here. No-Tail trying to back out. Seb as well. That Chrono... He does juke out the stomp at the very least. And Notel still in trouble. A1's making the chase with the poison touch. 430's there as well with that whirling death, and they will use him up. There is a rotation coming from Seb, but look at that. He gets bursted down immediately.
Well, we were saying earlier, it's so hard for OG to win these 5v5 fights now, but they did opt to fight there. Just didn't work out for them, unfortunately. That Yules by 430 just negated everything that OG was throwing at him. Now it's at the point where it's going to be difficult for OG to come back. MGB are firmly in control. There's 7k net worth above. It's going to be more now after this tower. It's 8k now. They have all their core items. They're ready to fight.
Well, I mean, if you're on the side of OG, what do you need to do to bring yourself back into this game? Like, what are they missing? In fact, hold that thought risk, because they are going to go after A1, but he does have help around the area, but A1, he does get bursted down. Though the Stomp is there on top of Anna. They need some help right here, right now. Gia, he does not have the chrono available. They might be able to turn this one. 430, he does start falling quite low. Notel wants to go after the Void, it seems. They don't have the split available, though, and Anna is falling pretty darn low. They aren't going to back off yet. So Eclipse is also not available. Stroke of Fate comes in. Notel now in trouble. Silence does go out onto Jerax. And it looks like that team fight. Seb actually going for KU in the back lines. He is going to try and back off. Meanwhile, the X is there onto Gia. They're
really
playing around with
fight.
him right now. This is very confident from OG. Notel still going after Gia.
The torrent.
The torrent is onto 2 as well. But where's the follow-up? He time walks it off. Meanwhile, QO.
Oh, the
that but Gia is down. They will get Anna in return and QO. 430 on a triple kill right now. Seb trying to back off.
He's going to hit like a truck here.
Yeah, this Elder Titan hitting for about 250, and Seb, an ultra kill for 430.
Jerax.
Can he find the Rampage?
He could get another kill here.
He's trying to get a kill onto the Protoss, and he does find it though. 430 looking for a Ravage, and he gets
Rampage.
A big play coming out from Ferrari 430. Fantastic from NewBee MGB.
What a fight though. That fight lasted for such a long time. It's so hard to predict who was going to win it. I mean, you asked me before, what do OG have to do to get back into... Oh, actually, we're still going. We're not finished yet.
A1 stuck around. QO going to make the chase. Looks like the Whirling Death will be enough. Although, Notel, he's waiting.
Oh, he got the invis.
Oh, he got the invis as well. A1, someone's looking down upon this man.
Oh.
The torrent. Oh, he connects. Anna. Come on now, Anna.
It's a blind torrent.
Should have thrown out the boat. Oh, Chrono being used onto Seb. Gia again. I mean, the thing is with Gia, like we keep missing these Chronos, but he is using it very effectively very often. He's not holding on to it.
As soon as it's off cooldown, he's getting that 1 or 2 heroes, picking them off. So he has been playing extremely well. He's almost got his BKB as well, which will be very annoying for OG. A lot of the damage right now is magical damage. And the BKB, of course, will completely negate all of that.
Well, Gia.
They just need more items on the Luna, really, at this point.
We'll get started on the Roshan.
I mean, MGB have been grouping up as 5 for most of this game, so... I mean, ideally, OG would like to find some pickoffs, but it's so hard when MGB is always together. This could be a big fight here at Roshan.
Torrent will connect onto 2, but they need a bit more than that. Like, that Astral Spirit is being very, very annoying. Notel.
He has the split.
He can use, the silence straight away, and the Soulbite as well. They're in trouble already. Silence Eclipse is there. It's a lot of damage, but the Earth Splitter comes out. They take down a double. Now Notel, he does get the split off the boat as well. We'll connect onto 2. Anna just trying to run out of there, but Gia is all over him. Notel, what can he do to help out? Anna is gone. And with that, looks like Notel, really the only one left standing in this team fight.
He's going to be in big trouble as well.
Yeah, he tries to get away. Anna ball back though throughout all this. He gets the Torrent off onto 2. Now the X
Seb's in the fight now. He's respawned.
Seb, what can he do? The Nether Blast doesn't connect, and they don't want to go any risky on this. Though I say that Seb, apparently he does. 430. They will go straight back to that Roshan pit. Can they stop this? I highly, highly doubt it. And yeah, with the Astral Spirit, with the Stomp, MGB, they will be able to claim the first Roshan of the game 22 minutes in.
Extending their lead to 11k now, and the Aegis on that already unkillable Timbersaw.
It's got a Bloodstone up as well now. It's going to be rough. 430 though is playing out of his mind on this Timber.
I mean, generally, the longer the fights go, the more likely it is that MGB will take the fight. Just the Timbersaw's ability to stay in the fight, stay healthy, and deal massive amounts of damage over a long period of time.
Look at the confidence from 430.
Baby.
Interesting position.
He's almost invincible right now, especially with that Aegis. He comes as a squad, smoked up,
They have got the Chrono available as well.
and the BKB on Gia. So he's almost unkillable as well at this point.
This isn't a team fight OG can take. Gia, oh, he's found No Tail, and he will run in. Anna may just make a run
Does
for it.
have
He
the
gets
chrono.
soul-blinded as well. He's stuck around for a second. No Tail gets bursted immediately, and now Anna gets caught out, and he's gone.
Oh, it's not looking good for OG now. How's QO going?
UO is trying to farm the best he can right now. He's going to push a tier 2 tower at the bot lane.
So he'll definitely need some time to
Okay, you.
come online. This could be good. Seb is in position here.
QO though will get snuffed
Oh,
up,
this
and the
is
Earth
gonna
Splitter as
be-
well. Seb, he's going to try and help QO. Can he turn this around? Cat U will make a run though. The tier 3s are being taken while
They're
all this is
wasting a lot
happening.
of time here.
Yeah, QO. He's going to go for it. QO and the chrono. Seb gets caught out. The time locks as well. Seb is dead.
And in
They're
mid-
going to lose the mid racks out of this. No buybacks available on the side of OG. No Tail now. He gets silenced up. This does not look good. False promise just in time. Jerax trying to help him out, but No Tail. He will get the split off. He will go after 430, but again, he is kind of unkillable right now. Perhaps A1 will be the target instead.
There's no way to bring down 430 now at all. Even if they have 5 heroes, he's basically invincible.
Well, seems that way. He's standing under the tier 4 towers, taking no damage, and they take down No Tail as well. NewBee MGB so darn close.
41 to 11.
That is insane. Absolutely insane from this team. They really showed up to play today. Can they close this out though? OG, they still have a chance to push it back. It's never over in Dota. QO. 430 is the wrong target, but it's like where the hell else do you throw that Lucent Beam? They will get started. Looks like they are going to try for 430 again. He's lost a lot of HP. Shallow Grave as well. Can they burst him though? The Eclipse has been used 430. He still
So
has
hard
the
to bring
Aegis,
down.
but they are going to burst him down. That's the Aegis. One
right.
life now, the boat coming in, 430, he can't get out, so a
Can
lot
they
of
do
damage
it?
coming in. Torrent as well, they're grouped up together, 430,
Oh,
Shadow
the
Grave comes in,
grave.
no Gia in the middle of all this. He's dealing so much damage. I don't know if QO survives this. Cat U, meanwhile, will get Anna, and for QO will get bursted down. Meanwhile, Cat U just moving forward. Looks like he's just going to dive the tier 4s. Why the hell not? Earth Splitter, don't even need it. Stroke of Fate is there. Jerax, he will make it to the fountain, but that's 2 Raxes down for the side of OG. Jerax still trying to find the trade here. He will at least find one. Doesn't seem like it's going to be good enough though.
So agonizing. You almost bring down 430, and then that grave comes out. And not only just bring him down twice.
Oh.
After that Aegis as well. Oh. No, but OG, two sides down.
Certainly not looking great for them.
It's going to be very difficult for them
You look at that Dagon as well in the Dazzle.
with the cooldown reduction.
Yeah.
But he hasn't actually finished his book 3 from the looks of it. Oh, he has actually. My apologies.
No, but the thing is, like, he's got that Dagon. They soul blinded and the Dagon came out, so he's just hitting 2 targets with it.
Yeah, it's very good synergy.
OG just trying to get back to farming. Like QO, he was fighting so early, and with that, he wasn't able to farm up. Now he's just playing catch up for the whole game, but 20k net worth behind. In fact, make that 21 now.
That MGB tri-lane and a safe lane, I mean, throwing a Luna against that, it's basically suicide.
Yeah.
You can't farm at all. And then, yeah, he has been playing catch-up the whole game. But at the same time, OG's been trying to take fights. Just,
No-tail.
here we go, another
Oh,
fight.
the time locks! No-tail! He gets the split off. Now,
He's got
the root
BKB.
as well. Gia,
The chrono.
BKB's up the chrono. He gets 2 of them, the soulbind as well. They're both silenced up. The boat will come in to help him out though. Can they survive this? Seb trying to back the hell out of there. Gia,
Seb is
meanwhile,
dead.
just going to
He's
town
out.
on them. Though it's a lot of damage being returned. 430, trying to go after Anna. They get QO, and now Anna is in big trouble. He will go down as well. Meanwhile, No-tail falling very, very low. He gets
Oh,
Dagon.
the Dagon.
Jerax has been caught out as well. This is going to be another team wipe coming out. OG
Man,
just
MG...
get wiped. And Jerax just telling it how it is.
MGB, these last 2 games, like, I don't know what's happened. They lost to Mineski. They lost that first game to OG. But since then, flawless. Just flawless Dota.
99% win chance probability, apparently.
I think that's it's a pretty substantial win chance.
I feel like it is. I mean, I'm not good at math, but I feel like 99% is pretty good. With that, the last racks going down for the side of OG, MGB. They played this fantastically, and OG, they might give it one last hurrah.
One last defense.
Can you got the stomp off onto Seb. Now the Soulbind again goes in, and with that 430, just
Look
ripping
at that
them apart.
damage.
They're diving the fountain, for God's sakes. NewBee, look at the confidence. The boat comes in. Anna is falling underneath his own fountain. The shallow grave is there, but Anna, he's gone. No buybacks available. This is game. It's all over. They haven't called it quite yet, but the Ancient is about to be exposed, and they call it.
GG. So there we go. We found the counter to Kanka.
There you have it.
It's the 430 Timbersaw. He
NewBee-
just went absolutely ham in that game.
NewBee MGB. These guys came out of nowhere. Nobody expected this to happen, but
They've knocked down an invited team, and not just any team either. They've knocked down OG. A massive performance.
great sportsmanship as well coming out from both teams. It's great to see the fans respecting both the teams as well. Absolutely no bias in this crowd. And with that, I mean, a grand final between Mineski and NewBee. I don't know, how do you think this is going to go? Like, Mineski's a pretty good team, but NewBee, when they get started, they don't tend to stop.
I mean, Mineski took out MGB quite convincingly this morning. Hoping to see a lot more closer games here, and it should be. MGB have found this new patch of form where they just look incredible. And it'll be really good to see how that measures up against Mineski, who have not dropped a game yet in this event.
Well, there's two things, right? NewBee, MGB. You can't give him PA, because Gia just destroys you if he's playing PA. It turns out you can't give him Void either, because those chronos are just fantastic. He's hitting 2 or 3 man chronos every single time. Can't be done. I don't know what Mineski's going to do about it.
They've shown that they are really versatile.
Clap from the audience as MGB walks past them. And with that, all that's left, Risk, is our grand final.
That's it, the grand final. The game we've all been waiting for. We thought OG would be there, but they're not.
No.
But it doesn't matter. We have 2 spectacular teams facing off, so can't wait.
And unfortunately, that's it for us, Risk. That's it for us. Did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely. It's been an absolute pleasure casting in front of all the fans out here. Wonderful atmosphere. So thank you very much, guys.
Yep, thank you very much for all your patience. I know it's been a real headache over the past couple of days with these disconnections, but we've had fun.
Definitely
We've had
have.
a lot of... Love you too, mate. With that, I think we're handing over to the hosts. I think. Otherwise, if we're not, we're taking a quick break. We'll find out in about 10 seconds if they're there or not.
A quick interview? Alrighty, so we were going to interview the winning team, but they're all gone out the back for a smoker.